WDTN, the station that's working for you. This is 2 News Now.
Alrighty, good morning, everybody. Welcome on in. It is Thursday, February 19th. We're on 2 News Now. I am your host, Alexis Bellamy. Across from me is 2 News anchor, Kelly King. Kelly, good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Happy Friday Eve.
Happy Friday. You took the words right out of my mouth, but I guess that's the least I can do is let you guys say what day it is. Oh my God. Does it feel like a Friday Eve to you?
It does not.
What do I call it before? Friday Junior.
Friday Junior, yeah. This week has felt long.
It's felt so long. Oh my gosh, I haven't felt like this since the snowstorm, since we had all of that terrible weather. But speaking of what we saw, last month, we're not in for nearly as much of what we saw. No snow or anything, but we are still staying weather aware. Storm Team 2 meteorologist Steve Norris is here to tell us what we can expect. Steve, we're expecting some scattered storms and some rain possibly. Is that right?
I think most of the daylight hours will be dry, but as you look there at Live Doppler 2 HD, you can see some showers. You can see some thunderstorms off to our north and west, and we'll see some of that later on, especially between, say, 6 and 10 o'clock during the evening hours. And there is a chance that some of those storms could be on the strong side. I think we'll see perhaps maybe a bit of small hail, some damaging winds. There could even be an isolated tornado. Can't completely rule that out. But what you're seeing there over northern Indiana, that is going to miss us off to the north. It will go north of the Miami Valley. And what will come in later on is still well out to the west. But as you see here on live, our picture there from our Goodwill Easter Seals camera looking toward the downtown area. It's cloudy. It's very mild out there. We have temperatures right now that are in the low to mid 50s, and we're heading for the mid 60s again today. Yesterday, we tied the record high of 66, so that was certainly nice. Right now, we are at 55 degrees. We'll see a mix of sun and clouds as we head throughout the day today. And a late afternoon, but a more likely evening shower or thunderstorm. And again, the slight threat of a strong or severe thunderstorm. So we'll be watching that closely. Otherwise, just unseasonably warm again today with those temperatures in the mid-60s. Our normal high is 42. So to see 66 yesterday, right, 64 today, that's just way above where we typically are, should be.
And Steve, we're talking about how important it is to stay weather aware because of what we are up against today. But I also want to take this time. I've said it to Cameron. I've got the chance to say it to Jamie, but congratulations. We cannot say this enough. We cannot brag on this enough on being awarded for the 8th year certified most accurate.
Oh, wow.
Congrats.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, those guys. And everybody else does a great job.
And Jamie talks about, I know you guys all feel about how important it is to stay weather aware at any time, but of course during times like this. So thank you for all that you guys do.
We'll have the app and everything will be going if need be.
Yeah, download that tonight for sure.
Very important. Thank you so much, Steve. We'll have that full look in just a little bit after the short break. But for now, you guys, we're jumping right into your top 5 stories of the day. We have got a lot of continuing coverage, a lot of new information this morning. So listen up. We're starting out with continuing coverage. The only thing on the top of people's mind lately, Kelly, this is still just a crazy story.
Yes.
Police are still searching for answers in the case of a woman who was killed over in Tip City this week. No suspect has been identified or brought into custody, and police are really stressing that piece of information. Now, Tip City Police Chief Greg Adkins says there's no ongoing threat to the community at this time. You remember yesterday we had on 2 News reporter Morgan Anderson, and she had just spoken to the chief of police and brought us an update. So that is the latest. The chief says the department has received a high volume of tips, which is something we can expect here in a situation like this, of course, Kelly. And they are still processing information to accurately provide the Flynn family justice. And on that note, the Tip City Police Department says they want to address the spreading of false and misinformation and just how impactful it can be, Kelly. That's the word we really want to use. The department said in a statement, the release and spread of that unverified misinformation is not only untrue, but also deeply detrimental to the Flynn family at this time and unfair to those involved in this investigation, end quote. So with that being said, we will continue to keep you updated on all official updates from Tip City Police as we continue.
Yeah, I think the problem with this story is people want answers. And right now, we have to wait.
No,
we have
don't
to wait for an official statement from Tip City Police and the investigators.
Yeah, these pictures, Kelly, really just...
Yeah, they're trying to comb through the answers right now and trying to figure out exactly what happened. So, but obviously the community is remembering her, and she was very much beloved in that community. Also, a man is in custody after leading police on a chase. Take a look at this. This happened Wednesday afternoon. Police say the suspect, Zachary Clay, was leaving a burglary on Kenny Lane in Franklin Township. Happened around 2:30 Wednesday afternoon. An officer spotted the car on 4th Street, then tried to stop him. Look at that. Look at that.
That was a hit maneuver.
Yep. So he kept driving and the chase started. Police used multiple maneuvers, which one of them you saw there, to try and stop the car before it eventually ended up in Middletown. Clay was then taken into custody. He did have an active warrant. He is now being charged with failure to comply.
Have you ever seen anything like this on the roads before, Kelly? Like, I always wonder, like, what, like, the people that are on the other side watching all this, like, I'm just, hazards on, I'm just pulling as far, I'm not even going to continue driving. This looks just scary. Like, look at them over there.
Right. So I have not witnessed that in person. We've seen a lot of crazy dash cam videos in being in the news.
This is one of them.
But this is also why you need to keep an eye out on the roads.
Always, always. And keeping on today, a man arrested after an intentional dog attack. You heard that right, an intentional dog attack now knows his fate. Derek Purter will face 2 years of community control and is barred from owning pit bulls. In July of 2025, a 2-dog attack sent a 60-year-old man to the hospital, we've learned. Afterwards, Purter reportedly hid inside of his house from officers before he was arrested, and both dogs were later taken by Montgomery County Animal Resource Center. So that is the latest on this, and this looks like something from that incident, Kelly, when it happened.
Yes. Also, another story that people are keeping their eyes on, the man accused of vandalizing Vice President J.D. Vance's Cincinnati home. He appeared in federal court again Wednesday. 26-year-old William DeFore's attorney, he is arguing he should be kept in a local psychiatric facility to receive treatment. The government's attorneys, they say that would put the community at risk and he can receive care in the marshal's custody. DeFore was arrested in January for reportedly breaking windows at Vance's Cincinnati home and then also damaging a Secret Service vehicle. So far, nothing politically motivated has been found on DeFore's seized devices. DeFore is expected back in federal court on Tuesday.
We've been keeping up with that story as well. Finally, a House committee leading the investigation of convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein questioned Les Wexner, and that was at his estate in New Albany. So public records do show that Wexner had previous connections to Epstein. Our sister station in Columbus spoke with committee members on their break that claim claim Wexner enabled Epstein's crimes. Okay, on that note is 11:07. We are going to turn now and react to that question for this morning. And it was a really good one. Kelly answered it really well this morning. I'll have her give it again in a second, but I want to know, and I have to get, and Kelly knows why, as specific as I can with these questions. If you could have any living, non-mythical animal, is that a specific, Kelly, anything else I can add in there? As a pet, what would it be and why?
Okay, I think your questions are pretty straightforward. I've been able to come up with answers off the top of my hat pretty much every day.
And yours is actually on here. Both of our answers are on here, so we'll show them in a minute. But go ahead, and because you had a good answer too, I think.
So I would say Punch the monkey, just because he's so cute.
And I tell people who he is, because some people may not know.
There he is. He's right there. He loves that little stuffed orangutan. His mom abandoned him, and so then he found comfort in the stuffed orangutan, and now he's living with a troop of macaques, a different kind of monkey, and so I guess they've kind of taken him in. But I want to take him in for a pet.
But Kelly wants him. But here's mine. I want a fox. I did their little laugh. I love them. That would be my animal.
They're cute.
And so remember, it's not your favorite animal. What animal would you like to have as a pet? Okay, so with that being the question, don't forget, scan the QR code. There it is. Get in on the conversation. We have so many great responses already. We'll hear from them in just a little bit. But for now, we're going to turn our eyes to what is happening today. Dayton Police and Ohio Traffic Patrol, we know they are having that multi-agency presser later today to really give an update on crime here in the Miami Valley. That's something they revealed they were going to be doing back in December. And we believe this is the first major one since then. So 2 News reporter Evan Bales is going to be at that presser today. He's joining us now live on 2 News at 11. Evan, good morning. What are we expecting to hear later today?
Good morning. So last Friday, we got a press release from this joint task force saying that they had arrested nine individuals on felony charges in the Dayton area. They had seized They'd seized a bunch of firearms as well as a stolen vehicle from those individuals, and this is all a part of an initiative that they're going through to try and crack down on violent crime. Like you said, this was something that they announced back in December of last year, and this will be the first major presser update that they've had since then. So far, since the start of the year, according to them, they have arrested over 40 people on felony charges across the state. Wow. So this is not just in the Dayton area. We've also gotten releases from them about work that they're doing down in Cincinnati. So this is just a huge proactive and collaborative effort that the State Patrol is doing, with municipalities in the area to try and crack down on violent crime.
Evan, I'm going to kind of put you on the spot here. I know that maybe you don't know since you haven't been to the press conference yet, but do we know the felonies that these people are facing?
So we do not know at this time. We do know that they were caught. Actually, I lied. We do know. We do know some of them. So some of them they had guns while weapons under disability.
Right.
That's the charge that they have. Some of them had illegal narcotics with them, and of course the stolen vehicle, that was a charge on another person. So all of these have been felony arrests so far.
So a question I have for you, Evan, and again, another one you may not know until you get there, but that is the beauty of this, just trying to figure this out, are they focusing on any specific crimes? Or is there anything they're looking at extra hard here in the Miami Valley?
So violent crime is the main name of the game here, and most of those are going to be felony arrests, arrests around illegal narcotics, and stolen vehicles, and illegally owned weapons.
Now, Evan, is what we're seeing right now, is that a stolen vehicle? Is that
this
a
looks
chase?
like almost a chase.
Yes. So yeah, what you're seeing right now is video from that arrest that was made on Friday.
Okay.
This is said stolen vehicle. What you're seeing right now is that person. They pulled off onto a dirt road. They were able to track that vehicle with a helicopter, so the ground units could take a step back. That person fled into the woods and was arrested later there.
Evan, there is so much, let me know, that you can get from this press conference today. I know it starts at 2:45, right? Where is that at?
Correct.
So people can know exactly where this information is coming from?
So that's going to be at the Public Safety Building down in Dayton, or the Dayton Police Station over on East 2nd Street, I believe. So yeah, that's at 2:45.
Okay, we'll look for more from you at First Step 4. Evan, thank you so much for giving us a preview of what to expect.
Thank you.
All right, time now, 11:12. When we get back, we have that full look at weather like we promised, know what's coming up, where those scattered storms are, and exciting news coming out of Wilberforce University this week. What you need to know. We'll be right back.
2 News Now, brought to you by Universal Windows Direct.
Hi, I'm Dan, the owner of Universal Windows Direct of Dayton. This is Bowie. He's been sniffing out the coolest winter deals for you. For a limited time, buy 2 windows, get 2 free. Get $250 off for patio doors and entry doors, $1,500 off for roofing, and $2,000 off for siding. Plus this week, 24 months interest-free financing for all products. Keep the cold out and the savings in. Give us a call now.
Universal Windows Direct.
All right, welcome back, everybody. Before we jump into that full look at weather, we have something to show you. Kelly, how beautiful is this?
Yes, this is an incredible sight. So a NASA astronaut who concluded a 5-month mission on board the International Space Station on January 15th, recently reminisced on her experience through this gorgeous time lapse. Take a look.
This looks like Universal, when the
It
movies
does.
open.
It
That's
does.
what it reminds me of. It's beautiful.
So this is from Zena Cardman, and she served as commander for NASA's SpaceX Crew 11 mission. It launched August 1st of 2025, safely splashed down 5.5 months later. Cardman was a flight engineer aboard the space station. She said the space station rarely makes big changes to its orientation, but they were lucky enough to experience all these maneuvers.
Doesn't look real.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. She said the time lapse was one of her favorites since it just captured a little bit of everything. You can see sunset, lightning storms, air glow, moon glint, stars,
like
sunrise,
all.
the light
just
from
everything
here.
there.
It's beautiful.
Just beautiful.
And then just knowing that you were because you don't see that as it is happening. This is the time lapse. But oh my gosh, just being a part of it.
I love how it looks like a glitter. Like it's
Right,
lights,
the
right.
lights,
Very beautiful.
sparkles. Yeah.
You can
So
always
pretty.
find North Korea because it's always dark. There's
Oh
no
my
lights in
gosh.
North Korea.
Okay, Steve
They
taught
have
us
power
something.
outages there.
All right, now we have got to come right back to earth, you guys, and look at things a little closer to home. As Steve is telling us, we have to stay prepared for potential scattered storms later on.
Yeah, I think most of the day, at least the daylight hours, we're going to be dry, right? All the way through maybe 5, 6 o'clock. But it will be right after that we begin to see some showers and thunderstorms move in. We're dry right now, and we are cloudy, but I do think we'll see some sunshine as we head into the afternoon hours. We are seeing some storms to the northwest of the Miami Valley, but those storms will stay off to our north and will not impact us. But what's happening out to our west will. You can see a pretty strong area of low pressure there over the central plains that will continue to push off to the east and to the northeast. And as it does, it will continue to usher in moisture, bring up that moisture from the Gulf of Mexico, and eventually move that into the Miami Valley. And I've circled the area there that stands the chance for seeing some at least a slight chance for severe weather, and you can see that better here on our severe weather outlook. The main area or the main threat will be to the west of the Miami Valley, so that burnt orange shading over south central Indiana, eastern Illinois. That would be a 3 on a 1 to 5 scale. We're in a 2, so we're in that slight risk. And I think the main culprits could be some small hail, but some damaging winds, and can't completely rule out an isolated tornado. We hope we don't see that. It's cloudy right now, 55 degrees, a breeze out of the south and southeast at 10. And here's Future Track as we take you through the daylight hours. Notice still no rain. We're at 6 o'clock now. Here we are, 7, 8 o'clock, beginning to see some showers and some thunderstorms and perhaps a heavy downpour or two. At 10 o'clock, seeing some showers and storms to the north. And then by midnight, most of that is now moving out, and we'll see clearing late tonight. Tomorrow, a lot of cloud cover until late afternoon. We'll see some clearing then, and then perhaps even a couple of snow flurries as we head through the day there on Saturday. So let's talk about your forecast for today. Again, mostly cloudy, a mild day, 64. That's just incredibly warm for this time of year. Some showers and storms late afternoon into the early evening hours. And then as we head into tonight, evening showers and storms, 45 degrees, overnight clearing, chilly and breezy. And tomorrow, 51 for the high, partly sunny, windy, and cooler. And notice from 51 tomorrow, we drop into the 40s on Saturday and then the 30s on Sunday and Monday. It's that time of year, right? That roller coaster ride of temperatures. So,
up and down.
Enjoy today, though, 64.
We'll try to enjoy today, but Steve, my brain is still kind of like trying to catch up from when you said the possibility of some snow flurries, especially after what we just went through.
Absolutely.
I thought we were home free.
You know, just a couple days ago, it looked like we could see some accumulation on Sunday, but it doesn't look like that now. Just some light snow or snow showers, and that would be about it.
Steve, before we have to... Oh, sorry, Kelly.
I was just going to say, I mean, 'tis the season for it.
Oh, yeah, I've heard this is you guys' fake weather, fake spring.
Yeah, we're in fake spring.
What we call a transitional period, right? With the warmer air starting to move in.
Well, we will take it. Steve, before we let you go, you have to answer my react to that question for this morning. What is your animal of choice to have as a pet?
I heard you like I think the foxes are cute, but I got to tell you, that little monkey that was carrying the...
Oh, you're with...
No, he's mine.
Okay.
Oh,
he's mine. You have to pick a different animal.
Okay.
I'm taking him.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, and you took the foxes. Okay, I'll take the... I'll be boring. I'll take the dolphin. I like the dolphin, so I'll go with the
you
dolphins.
and Avery have dolphins. Good picks. Thank you for that, Steve. Thanks for answering. We're going to turn now to a look at that leaderboard. 2026 Winter Olympics. We're coming up on the close fast, you guys. Here's where we are for now. 16 gold medals for Norway. They are in the lead, first place. Italy has 9 gold medals with a total of 26. They're in second. And here we are. We've been comfortable in third, you guys. We have 7 gold medals and a total of 24. And then there's France. They have 6 gold medals, a total of 19. Finally, 5th place, top 5, Netherlands. They have 6 gold medals and a resounding total of 15. We have got to keep our eyes on that as we near the end of the Olympics, Kelly. Good stuff.
U.S. is doing pretty well.
We are. I'm happy with us.
Third, we've inched up in the leaderboard there. 24
Very
total
proud.
medals.
Yeah.
We're just behind Italy there.
And we have some more Olympic news for you,
Yeah,
too.
we do. There's been some controversy at
say
this
the
year's Winter Olympics regarding curling. On Sunday, a stone thrown by the British men's team was removed for double touching. So that's when the stone is illegally touched after it's been released.
Okay.
Both the men's and women's Canadian teams were also accused of the same violation. The women's team had their stone removed in their match against Switzerland. Some curlers say double touching has never been called out at this level in the past. World Curling does not use video replays for reviewing penalties during the games and is typically run on an honors system.
Okay. We learned something new, some controversy at the Olympics. Well, We are not dealing with any controversy here at home.
No.
We are actually very excited about this new announcement, you guys. You may remember yesterday Wilberforce came on. They said, hey, we have a big secret that we want to unveil, and we now know the school is bringing women's flag football to campus, never before played there. Brand new sport that's going to come and be played. So we're going to learn a little bit more about it today. So this morning we are joined by Wilberforce University Sports Information Director, Dr. Jason Amir Rashid. He's going to break that down for us. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
We're doing well. Thank you so much for being here. Everyone is really excited about this. Flag football. Good. So how did you guys arrive to the decision to bring flag football, women's flag football, to Wilberforce University?
Well, women's flag football is one of the emerging sports coming out. We were looking for a way to enhance our athletic offerings for our women, to try to drive some women enrollment. And with it being such an emerging sport, it felt like the right time to do it. So that's where we are. We're gonna bring flag football in. We've already started recruiting. And next spring, we will have our first flag football game.
Exciting.
Yeah, what does this mean to kind of be on the forefront of that?
Right.
You know,
This is
not
the first.
not like other schools. You guys are the first doing this. So what does that mean?
Well, I mean, we're the first private HBCU,
Yeah.
so we are used
Standard to uphold, too.
we are used to being the first at things that we do. So this is just amongst our nature.
to be the first.
Yeah.
So how many people can be on a flag football team? How many women will be allowed to play or be on the field? How does that work?
So it's 7v7.
Okay.
So we were looking to bring in 25 to 30 student athletes.
Okay, and where can people go if they want to learn a little bit more about women's flag football and how they can be a part of the game if they want to?
So our website is launching today.
Okay, cool. Another first. Good.
So if you go to wilberforcebulldogs.com, flag football will be one of the sport offerings that you can pull down and get information about. We announced our head coach yesterday, Mr. Ernest Wilson.
Cool.
He will be out and about. We're excited about the potential
To do this.
of having flag football.
Yeah.
I think there's 30 schools in Ohio, period. 80 NAIA schools. So it's going to be something that, and also flag football is going to be in the Olympics. So men's and women's flag football will be in the 2028 Summer Olympics. So this is a great time to get ahead of that as well.
Perfect.
Maybe you're home growing some Olympic athletes then at that point.
Right? Okay. Director Rashid, thank you so much for coming on and sharing that with us. We are going to be excited to look to Wilberforce next spring. Something to look forward to.
Thank you for having me.
Time now is 11:24. A quick break, another side, Living Dayton, and those react to that responses. Be right back. Welcome back. Want to know what pet, no rules, it's not mythical, nothing matters. What pet would you guys like to have in your home as your fur baby? We want to know. So let's just jump right into it. Christine says a monkey or a penguin. I can't give an answer as to why. Okay, thank you for acknowledging that you can't give a why, but we still wanted to hear from you. I just love both, and that's okay. Oh, and little emojis, they're so cute. My producer said penguin as well, so that's interesting. Brittany says hippos, big water puppies. I know they're actually really, really dangerous to humans, but love seeing them at the zoo. Yes, they are lethal. Okay, we're going to get one more response, and that is Emily, who's here to tell us what's coming up and living in Dayton. Before she does, Emily, go.
Yes.
What's your animal?
I gotta have a big cat. So
big-
probably
okay.
a lion.
A lion? Okay,
yes.
we'll take it. That's a good
Yep,
one.
I love lions.
What can we look forward to today? Safety from the BBB.
Yes, you're right. The BBB is stopping by. They're going to give us all those tips to make sure you don't get scammed if you're planning those spring break travel trips.
That is
So,
key, and it's coming
yes,
up
it sure
fast.
is. It sure is.
Something
Around
to
the
look forward to
corner.
for this weather. Thanks, Emily. Thank you, Kelly King. We'll see you guys back here tomorrow. Have a good one.